Milwaukee County Sheriff's Office. Deputy Gore, Milwaukee County Sheriff's Office.
Were you speaking on the speaker back there?
I was.
I didn't even know you guys said that. So sorry.
All right.
So
Reason
you
for
told
my
me to
stop
pull
today.
to the right?
Yep.
That was what you said.
Yep.
Gotcha.
Reason for my stop today is the unsafe passing on the right, the lane
Keep
deviation.
saying louder. I'm sorry.
Unsafe passing on the right, cutting across the Gore. Obviously, the Gore.
Yes.
It's the marked area.
Gotcha.
Where are you coming from?
Well, I live in Dallas, so I came in to visit Grandma and Grandpa. So we're here. I'm going to do that, but I got the Gore.
You got the what?
The Gore, you said?
Yeah.
That's what it is when you cross it?
Yep.
Yes. I got
Okay.
what you're saying. You said
And
I
you were
crossed
coming
it.
from Grandma and Grandpa? What did you say? It's really hard to hear you, dude.
I
I can understand if I played the original, there would be like,
Yeah.
so
That way-
he doesn't respond right away is because like he can't hear what she's
Yeah,
saying.
yeah. It's super duper loud, especially when you're outside of your car. Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't want to play the original though because it'd be a pain in the ass to listen to. But
Yeah.
there we go.
can't hear you either. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
I know. We got to basically yell at
Yes,
each other,
I
right?
feel like I'm yelling at you.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
Where are you coming from?
The golf course. And I'm going to meet Grandma and Grandpa.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. I'll take a driver's license from you.
You got it. What's your name?
Deputy Gore.
So I want to meet Grandma and Grandpa, and I passed the Gore, which is the place you're talking about that trapped over. I got it. You're saying I went over the white line.
What's a good phone number for you?
Okay, so he gives it. They bleep that
It's my
out.
dad's.
All right. What's your the same last name?
Romo. Yeah. So I got the same middle name.
All right, let's fast forward a little bit.
You're coming from a golf course?
I played in the golf tournament at Wisconsin State Amateur.
Here we go. Here's where she asked him how much he's had to
Right.
drink.
Hang
Yeah.
tight for me. All right. How many drinks have you had? You're coming from a golf course?
I played in the golf tournament at Wisconsin State Amateur.
Okay.
So it's like a USGA.
Okay. All right. I'm going to run you through some fields.
Second.
Field sobriety tests. Are you willing to take any field sobriety tests?
Call my lawyer. That's.
I'm sorry?
You want me to? You going to take me to a field sobriety
Yes.
test?
You're
right now?
denying to step out of the vehicle pending fields?
I'm just going to call my lawyer.
Okay. Step out of the vehicle.
I'm going to call him.
No. Step out of the vehicle.
I'm not allowed to.
Step out of the vehicle.
So if you guys can't hear, she says, "I'm going to put you through some field sobriety tests." He goes, "Okay, hang on one second. I'm going to call my lawyer." She's like, "So you're refusing?" He's like, "No, I just want to call my lawyer." She's like, "No, step out." He's like, "No, I just want to call my lawyer." Blah, blah. So what is your take so far?
So right away from the start, I think she either recognized them or she just seemed extra friendly,
You
like a
think
little
so?
too relaxed. Yeah. Because normally when you know any traffic stop at first, like right off the bat, it's a little bit more tense. Because you don't know what you're gonna walk into. You know, you see all these training videos of horrendous things. Like you always, you know, high. I don't know. It's like your adrenaline's pumping, and then things slow down depending on how it goes and how the person reacts. But she seemed real chill, almost like too friendly. Also, he seemed way too like. It almost sounded like he was trying to like sweet talk her in the beginning, don't you think? Like a little.
Maybe
He was
Yeah.
a little too comfortable as well, trying to play it off. I mean, he's obviously drunk or drinking.
Really? You think so?
Oh yeah, dude. The way
Dude,
he's
that's
like
interesting because the take that I've seen online
yeah,
is that she was a huge bitch to him and he was nothing but polite. She was
uh-huh.
being rude to him, and maybe more of that will come soon.
Yeah,
And B, he wasn't hammered at all. She just assumed he was because he came back from golfing and
yeah.
projected that onto him. So that's an interesting take that you have.
Well, two things. He was being polite. I don't think he was, and so far she hasn't, in my opinion, she hasn't done anything aggro or amped up or anything. She's been very nice and you know, asking him and telling him what he did and all that. I just think the fact that he's like he keeps like repeating the last thing she says is like
The
the
Gore
number
thing?
move. Huh?
The thing about
Yeah,
the Gore.
thing. Yeah, exactly. He just keeps repeating what she's saying at the end. Now, granted, like you said, it could be that the sound is in the way and you can't tell, and so you're repeating it because you want to make sure you understood what she said. But it's also like what high and drunk people do 101. Like you're not really processing, so you're really concentrating, and the last thing that they say is what like gets burnt into your brain, so you start repeating it. You know, I mean, I've done that, but so far I half agree with the take. Like he's being very respectful, he's being pretty chill, and I also think she's been awfully nice because it's normally a lot more tense right off the bat, and then it slows down. Is usually how it goes.
All right, let's watch a little bit more.
So you're gonna take me.
Field sobriety test.
Still allowed to call my lawyer, right?
You're not.
I'm not allowed
Nope.
to.
Step out of the vehicle. 24 dispatch.
24.
I'll take an additional 1017. He's
I'm okay
not
doing
stepping
it,
out of the
but you're-
vehicle for field.
I'll do it. I'm just saying that I'm not allowed to call.
Any available squad can head to Edward.
Yeah, Let me jump in real quick. Again, like I said, it kind of depends on if she recognizes who he is or not. I would think he's a pretty recognizable figure, but obviously we're dudes that watch sports, you know?
Yeah.
If she didn't recognize him at all, there's several things that why I'm saying she's being extra nice. Like normally, you know, being pulled over 101, you know, show your hands, make sure the car is off, all that stuff, because we don't know what you're reaching for or if you're thinking about doing something or whatever. You know, we always want to look at your hands, you know, and in here, she doesn't have a clear shot of her hands, of his hands. Most of the time he's going down, reaching for his phone. He's not, you know, even in the beginning, it's not like he had his hands on the steering wheel or anything. She was and that's why I said she was more relaxed than normal. It'd be like, hey, well, hold on, let me see your hands, or put your hands up there or whatever, or don't reach into your pocket when he's going for his phone. You know, that's the high tension type stuff.
Yeah.
So she's actually been pretty relaxed with them. And then the other thing is, like, I get it, you want to call your lawyer and all that, but if you are being polite and you know, if you're Tony Romo, like you're being polite and all that, but you're still not following orders, you're still, you know, ignoring what she's saying, you're asking the same question 3 or 4 times, like you think she's going to change her mind and be like, oh, actually, yeah, you can call your lawyer. Like, no, you call your lawyer at the end of the, you know, interaction. Like you don't just get to call your lawyer in the middle of it.
Well, does he have to take the field sobriety test?
Well, he either has to take it or refuse it. But the way it works is that's why she said, like, when he wasn't coming out, it's like, okay, so you're refusing. He's like, no, I'll take it. But it's like he's saying something but doing something else. He keeps saying I'm going to take it, but then not actually doing it.
Yeah.
So you're just, it gets annoying and you're stalling for time and you're asking the same questions. He keeps like right now you can see the cell phone, but you know, he's got his hands under there. Like depends on the angle that because body cam footage is weird. You can't tell what the officer is actually able to see or not necessarily, you know?
Right.
So yeah, it gets a little tricky, but that's the main thing. Like you get your one phone call or whatever, you can call your lawyer, but not in the middle of an investigation or a stop or whatever. As long as she's asking for lawfully, you know, as long as her demands are lawful, you kind of have to comply or you're going against it. Like she's saying, he's refusing to do the field sobriety test.
All right, let's see a little bit more.
Yeah.
I'm not allowed to. I'm not.
You are pending an OWI, the investigation. Operating while intoxicated. You want you to step out of the vehicle.
Copy.
So he's getting out of the car.
Okay.
Step in front of my vehicle. Step in front of my vehicle.
If I put this right here.
Step in front of my vehicle.
He's
Yes.
trying to film it.
Okay.
Slow it down.
She
Turn around for me.
arrests or
If
Tamed
there's a good
him.
chance that-
Patting you down for weapons, okay?
I think
No
it's like
weapons on you?
5 or something. Look how
Okay,
funny it
right.
is when she puts
You're
it in the
detained?
car.
We're on a break. Negative. So,
What about the keys and everything?
okay, hang on.
Oh, my bad.
5 you can stay at the jail and 2 you can go back.
I will grab the keys. Your phone, I will grab as well.
Copy.
Okay? You on the path, sir. There's no.
Oh, look at this shit. I feel so bad for
Have a
him
seat.
here.
You feel so bad for what?
Look at his legs when she puts him in the car.
You in all the way?
What's that?
You in all the way?
I'm in. Yes. Uncomfortably, but yes.
I know you're a taller fellow.
Yeah. It's a little bit. Yeah.
Damn. And there's a second video. I didn't pull it, but there's a second video where they're back at the station and they put him through the field sobriety test, and he like does 5 minutes of stretches before he does it. And then she's like, do you have a history of any head injuries or concussions? And he like goes deep into his thoughts for like 40 seconds. And he's like, and people have been making videos about it, montages of his sacks and stuff like that.
That's what I saw. That's the whole like head injuries and then the montage of him getting crushed.
Yeah.
But
dude, that's interesting because like I said, Christian L7. Oh, we got a Danger Mouse in the house. What's up, Danger Mouse? Christian L7 says she kind of comes across as confrontational to me, like she's irritated. That's what everyone on the internet is saying. They're like, fuck this bitch, dude.
Yeah, but at the same time, it's like people don't realize like he wasn't being what is it called? Like he wasn't being a danger necessarily. He wasn't being rude or anything, but she could also get a little irritated. Like to me, it sounds normal because she's asking him something and he's doing the whole like, yeah, sure, but then not doing it. It's like the whole like, I'm not touching you. And you're putting your finger on someone's face. Like that is kind of irritating. Like if you're starting to be friendly, but then the moment it doesn't go your way, now you're like, well, let me talk to my lawyer. Well, let me do this. Can I not do this? It's like, no, just because here's the thing. You have to see the full picture. Like I said, two things. If she recognized him, that's a different story, because I feel like if it's a celebrity, if it's like, it makes sense that he would immediately try to talk to his lawyer, because they have handlers and things like that, and you also have an idea that if it's Tony Romo, if you know who Tony Romo is, you have an idea that he's not going to take a swing at you. You have a pretty plausible or reasonable expectation for him to either play along or maybe not play along, but he's not a danger to you, Yeah,
it might be different if it was like Quincy Carter or
yeah, exactly.
I'm not sure why,
but if she's a female police officer, it sounded like she was by herself. She doesn't have a partner, and this 6'5" dude comes out, and he's probably like, you can't smell, like maybe he smells like he's obviously drunk. Like I said, to me, to the quote unquote trained eye, he looked like he wasn't just 100% fine. The way he was a little too friendly, like trying too hard, like you're trying to hide something, she could have been so much tougher on him. I think maybe that's the other reason that I don't think she's coming off as confrontational. Irritated, yes. Confrontational, no. I mean, she's trying to do her job, and you have to like I said, there's always the threat. It depends on if she recognized him or not, but there's always the threat that a 6'5" drunken, man is going to take a swing at a single police officer who's a female. She's probably like 5'4", you know what I mean? Like maybe if she had a partner backing her up, she'd be a little bit more relaxed. But when you're just there by yourself and there's another person that is, again, more than likely intoxicated, we don't see the full picture. You don't know how he was driving. You don't know if he smelled like beer or whatever. Like if she had just randomly stopped him because he didn't stay at a stoplight too long or something random like that, okay, that's different. But it sounds like if she was immediately getting him for a DUI, there's a lot of stuff being going on at the same time. So that's why I don't think she was being confrontational. Irritated, yes. Maybe she could have been a little bit more patient with him with the whole, well, can I talk to my lawyer? Like explain it to him a little bit better. Yeah, I think that's what happens when you're by yourself. People forget that it's, especially nowadays, where everything is so confrontational when it comes to police. Because I'm not just doing 100% police are always right. Like no. There's a lot of police officers that would have handled it way worse than she did, if we're being honest. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Some of them are such fucking assholes. Yeah, for sure.
Exactly. Like there's some guys that would just immediately like, hey, let me see your hands. Put them on your head. Start barking and elevate the situation.
That's why when I get pulled over, dude, I go immediately into cuck mode. Yeah,
that's the best thing
I take my keys out. I put them on the dashboard. I put my hands on the steering wheel. Yep. And then when they come to the door, I'm like, yes, Your Honor, please, thank you, Your Majesty, for thanking me for your welcome.
Yeah, dude, that's the best thing you can do.
Damn right,
Yeah. You bring their adrenaline down and then hope that they screw up and then you sue you sue them.
Yeah,
But
dude.
people
fuck
try to
yeah.
like get in and get in arguments at the moment. Like you're not gonna win those arguments. Like just wait, record it
Yeah.
if you can, or whatever it may be. But
I'd like to speak to a supervisor, please,
yeah,
sir, Your Honor. Dude, the thing about DUIs though is that, and I've heard this from so many people, it's common beliefs, or I don't know if it's knowledge or beliefs, that like the best move is to refuse all the tests and stuff like that because they are designed just to set you up to fail. I don't know if that's true or not, but that's
Yeah, I
like
think-
what people think.
pulling the curtain back, like doing the field sobriety test and all that stuff. Just that by itself usually doesn't necessarily hold up in court. It's more of like a song and dance to get you to do a breathalyzer. So if you do a field sobriety test and you don't do well, then you have probable cause to be like, okay, now breathe into this thing. And then that'll be the evidence.
Right.
But at the same time, refusing to do any of that also leads you to, okay, well, now we have to either give you the breathalyzer or like happened there, well, get out of the car and we'll deal with it in court.
Right.
You're kind of screwed either way. The best thing to do is, like you said, just cuck it up and then try to be as friendly as possible and they'll be in a good mood. Like that's it.
Well, dude, I mean, and we got to hop on the hookah hang pretty soon, but when I totaled my car, right, and then I called the cops because I didn't know what to do.
Yeah,
the dude showed up, and I actually, honestly, I hadn't been drinking at all that night, and I know it sounds like bullshit, but he did breathalyze me to prove it. Right?
Okay.
And I didn't know what to do because my car was just totaled in the middle of the highway.
Yeah, of
I
course.
was like, can I get some help here? And so he showed up and he immediately was like, I approached me as if I was hammered, which we know, whatever. That's probably fine. He's probably been on a bunch
Chances
of
are.
But then he like asked to search my car. He searched my car and there was like, he saw my prescription pills. But I didn't have any controlled substances. I just had like, he literally asked me, he showed me my vitamin D supplements. He was like, are you selling these? And I was like, dude, that's vitamin D. What are you talking about, dude? and then he gave me the breathalyzer. I took the breathalyzer, passed it because I hadn't been drinking. And he's like, I'm going to put you through field sobriety test. And I was like, damn, dude, this guy is just trying to find something to, And so I did the field sobriety test, the stepping in front of one heel, your toe, all that. But I don't know if I did the ABCs. I don't remember. But anyways, thank God, inshallah, Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim, I passed it.
Okay.
And the tow truck came and like took it away. And this bitch ass nigga gave me a reckless driving ticket.
Yeah.
And I was like, dude, what the fuck, man? And so I fought it in court. I hired a lawyer. I was like, dude, fuck you, man. My day's already fucked enough. Like, I don't need your bullshit ass ticket. But anyways, when people are like, oh, anytime they give you the field sobriety or yada yada yada, they're just trying to find evidence to lock you up. I always point to like that night, that story, because I'm like, nah, I actually took the tests, both of them, and I passed them, and he didn't arrest me. Oh, also, I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I was going to tell you this. Dave Sandine brought it up. News has gotten a hold of this story, this footage, and they've all confirmed that Tony Romo's grandparents are all dead. So that was bullshit.
That's hilarious, though.
And I've heard there were some buzz balls in the truck. I don't know if they were open or what, but that's also out there too.
Of course, he would be drinking buzz balls.
Yeah, I know, right? So
I was gonna say to what you're saying, it really is a roll of dice, dude. Like cops, in my experience, I can't speak for every police force, but there's always the the guy that exaggerates, dumb meathead. There's always the reasonable dudes. Like depends on it really is a roll of dice. Like what happened to you was some guy that was clearly he was bored. He wanted to was he a younger dude?
Mid-30s, something like that.
Okay. Because sometimes a lot of the younger guys too are just amped up and they want to like book something and they want, what I mean? Like then you get like a veteran who's like, whatever. Like as long as
Yeah.
not obviously drunk, we'll let you slide or whatever.
Right.
So
Right.
it really is a roll of the dice. Like people think there's a system to it. There really isn't. The best thing to do is to be polite, feel like a cuck, and then if you like you said, like you hired a lawyer, like and it went pretty well, right? Like they took it all out and all that.
Yeah. It was all dismissed, but she was $1,000.
The other
So
thing is that most cops know who the douchebag cops are, and then the traffic judges and stuff. Like they know if they see a guy coming all the time for the dumbest little things, they already kind of don't like.
that's true.
Cop.
Yeah,
So
that's
the
true.
best thing to do is to chill out, and then like the field sobriety test. Like if you are driving drunk, the breathalyzer is going to get you. So there's really no win or lose. But in reality, yeah, you shouldn't really do it because it's just a pathway to get you to the breathalyzer anyways.